Jerry Jones. Jerry, what's up, buddy? Hey, I just want to say congrats on your induction into the Hall of Fame. It is a great honor, yes, sir. But I saw that about Zeke, 6 games. You're gonna handle it? Okay. I figured you would. I figured you'd have a say. Oh, absolutely. You've been watching the Croon show. Awesome. Awesome. Always good to have some people from Texas watching, great people out there. I know you love them. I know you consider yourself an Arkansas guy, but at the end of the day, I always see you as a Texas guy. Yeah. All right. Hey, Jerry, I'm going to have to let you go. My co-host is here. All right, man. I'll see you. Good luck to the boys this year. Bye-bye.
Sorry I'm late. I had to actually go get the Croon Box questions today because Hallie decided not to show up.
So we're sorry, Croon Addicts, about that. I know you love the hand coming in, but sorry about that too, Craig.
I had to go all the way across to get them.
Is that why you were late?
Yeah, that's how he usually gets them.
Well, we're actually filming already. Croon Show, we're here today.
Thank you so much. 4.7 thousand views last time I checked.
That incredible.
The comments are coming in.
Yes. We have our Mount Rushmore standings. We're going to get to that at the very end of the show. Thank you for
the top 3 was close.
It is. We will have the official rankings as it ended today at 4
And really, the bottom 2 were close. There wasn't that many votes.
Yes. But you're watching the Croon Show. I'm Rennie.
I'm Craig, 2Gs.
We would just like to say thank you for the awesome support y'all have shown last week.
Likes, comments, everything just been overwhelming, really.
We couldn't do it without you. But now it's time for, I think, one of y'all's favorite segments. It's not the mailbox, but it's the Croon Box.
Yeah, the Croon Box. It's a fan favorite.
It is. So let's just go ahead and get started.
All right. First question is from Randy Londecker. Will college football be banned in 10 years? Any football.
Any football. Concussions are playing a bigger role nowadays. I just don't see it happening just because of the revenue
the money it brings in. And I feel like the people that are playing football realize what they're...
Yes. Is America getting softer? Yes. But do the people who play football know what they're signing up for? Yes. So that's how I would say that.
I agree. Definitely. Next question. It's the same question we had last week from the same person. You want to take a guess?
Gunner?
Can I be on the show? I want to be on the show.
Next question.
I agree. You'll like this one.
Yeah.
Philip Fulmer.
Wow, former Tennessee head coach.
Philip Fulmer says Tennessee's wins, losses this year, projection. I'm going 8-4.
See, I would put the over-under at 8.5.
Okay.
For some reason, I just think they probably lose to Florida, but they beat Georgia, and I think they lose to Alabama and lose to LSU.
So you're thinking 9-3?
I'm thinking 9-3, but it wouldn't surprise me if they went 8-4 just because they could slip up like they did twice last year.
Okay. Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning? The Peyton Manning?
I would assume. He said.
I guess. That's the only Peyton Manning I know.
What should I do the next commercial about? So I don't know any other Peyton Mannings that are doing commercials.
What should Peyton Manning do the next... That's a good question,
I think he should make it something about... if he wants to give us some love on his next commercial.
The Croon Show. Okay, I would definitely be down
If we could get a
for
Peyton
that.
Manning Croon Show commercial...
That'd be awesome. If you follow Peyton Manning's commercials in the past, though, they've always been, like, relatable to people. Where Tom Brady, he's out, wearing Uggs and doing stuff that maybe only the elite people do. So I think, Peyton Manning has to stay true to his colors and... Maybe, I always love his Papa John's commercials. So maybe just another Papa John's commercial.
Yeah. And we're both, pretty fond of Papa John's.
Yes, Jamie Fulmer, love that guy.
Yeah, great guy. So definitely stick to Papa John's, man.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Now we have, we think going to be a very good interview. We think
if you like kickball.
If you like kickball, if you like a good guy, this I think definitely has the potential to be on the Mount Rushmore of interviews.
Definitely.
But let's send it over there. We have our interview with Ryan Jeffcoat. Here with Ryan Jeffcoat.
The one and only commish.
The one and only.
The commish.
He is from Arlington, is that right?
Yep.
Just out on the outskirts of Fort Worth, Dallas.
Yep.
You actually told me something that I found pretty interesting. You're actually good friends, family friends with Nolan Ryan.
Yeah. My dad played professional ball.
Mike Jeffcoat?
Yep.
Mike Jeffcoat.
He was a left-handed pitcher. And with Nolan Ryan, they were in the staff together. Nolan was there when I was born. I have a rocking chair in my room with him with his autograph on it, saying it was my present when I was born for my parents to rock me to sleep whenever it was nap time. And so we've been hunting together. We've had family gatherings together with the Ryans, but right now we're on kind of rocky terms because he decided to leave the Rangers franchise and go down to the Astros. And, you know, I understand he had some connection with the Astros back when he was playing, but
that's kind of hurtful.
Yeah, I'm still a little bitter about it.
A little salty?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you can't do that.
Right.
I understand. Let's stay on the diamond, though.
Okay.
And you are the commissioner of the infamous Kickball League.
Yes, yes.
Let's just talk a little bit about that. We actually play you this Sunday.
We do.
And we actually played earlier this year.
Winners bracket semifinals.
Winners bracket semifinals. We played earlier this season, and we were able to squeak out a 4-3 win in the extra inning.
Yeah. Probably hands down the best game of this season. Not even for me. I think just all around the most competitive game we've had.
It was a good one.
I mean, it was a nail biter. You know, I kind of have this saying with you guys. I hate how much I love y'all off the field, and I love how much I hate y'all on the field.
Definitely.
And
that's the mentality you have to have.
Yeah, and when we were on the field, it was just like, man, what can I do to try and take it to them? Because we talked at the beginning of the season, you said there wasn't going to be a team that we didn't score more than 5 runs and a win.
I did.
And I was going to make sure if we lost, it was going to be under that 5-run gap.
It was the first game of the season that we hadn't scored 5 runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every game this year we scored more than 5 runs against every opponent except y'all.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I still thought we were going to score more than 5 against y'all, but y'all played really well.
Did.
What was that?
I don't want to name drop again, but the bases loaded double play really.
It did.
Zach, I appreciate that pick me.
What did you say you were going to give him?
A Rune Buck. A Rooney Buck.
That helped y'all out.
Yeah, you can get those out. But now this week though we play y'all as winter bracket semis, and you brought somebody in, a minor league baseball player. You brought him in to help y'all play against us.
What was that rule that we talked about at the beginning of the year?
I think you had to play 2 games, but I'm actually okay. I'm okay with it. Who are you bringing in? Tell them.
Philip Favory, shout out to my boy. He's been on our team for years, obviously.
Yes. Great dude.
And he's super pumped to be allowed to play in this postseason with us. True, we did establish a rule that said, you know, any player that is going to play with any team in the playoffs needs to have played 2 games in the regular season. But Philip is kind of an exception.
And you came to us. You weren't going to do it.
I came to Rooney. I came to all the other teams in the league besides Jared. That was on purpose.
Would have said no.
That was on purpose. I don't care what he has to say. Philip's playing. And I just made sure everybody understood the situation. And everybody was cool with it. We really appreciate that. And Philip is very appreciative. And he's actually been out there practicing a couple times.
It's probably him calling right now.
And probably. My phone's over there. I took my phone out. Out of courtesy for you guys. I mean, this is a big deal for me to be out here. I mean, you don't just invite anybody on this show, right, Gunner? Shout out to Gunner Ricketts as well.
That's a shot.
Wow. So it's been an honor so far to be on this set with you guys.
Now, David was on here last week, and I was talking to David, and we were just talking about how, you know, this show, we're football guys, and I know you're from Texas.
Yep.
Now, you're at Tennessee now. Like, who's your college football team?
Tennessee Vols, true and true.
Really?
Yep. My older brother, Drew Jeffcoat, he played for Baylor, played baseball at Baylor, Waco, Texas. Never really had a connection with their football team. They weren't really that great while he was there, but then RG3 came in and kind of put them on the map.
And now they're on the map for some of the wrong reasons.
Yeah. But my family's always been a Tennessee volunteer, true and true.
You bleed the good orange.
Yeah, I bleed the orange and white, regardless of last year.
Yeah,
Those two unfortunate losses with South Carolina
Vandy.
and Vandy. I mean, it's just that's
The real UT.
I would say
yeah,
real UT.
yeah, not the Longhorns, not that burnt orange crap.
The real UT.
Just the real orange. So.
But we actually had a great question from Philip Former. He said, "How many wins do you think the Vols will have?" So I'm going to ask you.
Are we including bowl games? In this?
I did it without the bowl.
I did it without the bowl too.
I did 9-3.
9-3. Okay.
I'm setting the bar a little bit lower because I feel like when I get my hopes too high, it always crushes me. So I'm gonna go 8-4 and hope for better.
Is Florida away this year?
Florida's away.
So that's
At
gonna be a tough game. LSU being at Tennessee this year, I think we might actually have a good chance of beating them.
I think the thing is, if the defensive line is really as good as they've been saying with the new hire in Brady Hoke, and they can stop guys, I think we have a good shot at winning.
Well, it's a quarterback's league, and you know who's going to step up for Tennessee? They're in that battle right now. Butch said both will play against Georgia Tech.
I'm excited to see that. I'm already worried about that game. I feel like that might be a target.
The only thing that helps me with that is we have had the offseason to prepare. If that's one of those games that you have in the regular season and you don't have that full couple weeks to prepare for them, that wing tee gets tough and it can bite you.
Yeah. I'm pulling for Dormady right now to be our starter for this year.
I would love to see Dormady light it up and then get drafted and then
I'm just a big fan of pocket passers in general. He reminds me so much of Andrew Luck, and if we could have that kind of
I hope
2 years like Andrew Luck did at Stanford, I mean, what more could you ask for? But
the way he threw it in the spring game, he was impressive.
It was very, and you know what? He's paid his dues, and I think shout out to Quentin Dormady if he's watching. I'll text you later. But if he's paid his due for the 2 years, and I think it's his time to shine.
Now Jerry Jones actually called the show.
Man, Jerry.
When Craig was walking in, how do you feel about Jerry getting into the Hall of Fame?
I'm proud of him. He's.
Do you feel like he's deserved it?
I think he has. In the '90s, Jerry Jones definitely deserved it. Right now, he's more mouth than owner. Yeah. Which I'm not a big fan of. I like to walk the walk and not talk the talk.
You get a blue collar mentality.
Right. And I know right now he's stressing about the Zeke situation.
Yeah.
And I mean,
that's tough.
You have a responsibility when you draft these players to make sure they know how to conduct themselves off the field. Mm-hmm. They gotta understand who they're representing on and off the field every week.
And at the same time, you just at some point you've got to be mature enough to make big boy decisions. And Jerry Jones, he can't do it all.
No.
He can't make the decisions for him. But like you said, you have to look at the off-field character when you're picking somebody.
Exactly right. You got to make sure. I mean, being a Cowboys used to mean something.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, being a boy.
Yeah, being a Cowboy used to mean something. So, and I want that mentality to come back.
Right, because I think Dak brought it back a little bit. Prescott, great guy, on and off the field, but then that just gets him some bad press with the Zeke thing.
Are they going to have a sophomore slump this year?
Something you got to think about.
Could happen.
Now we actually have two Mount Rushmores for you.
Okay.
The first one is you're involved at FCA and Saudi Daisy.
Yep.
Give me your top 4 FCA students at Saudi Daisy and around the area.
At Saudi Daisy around. Oh man.
I know that's a tough one.
That is a tough one. Well, we've been going to Saudi and Loftus this past year, but I'm going to keep it at Saudi High School for my top 4 Mount Rushmores. I got to give it up to Emma Sneed.
Oh, love Emma.
Yeah, she's just shout out to Emma. She's just awesome. Always positive.
Absolutely.
Never upset about anything, and always ready to have a great conversation or engage.
Maybe her sister could take some of that.
Ouch. Well, Hallie is going to Lee, so if she wasn't leaving, she might be on that Mount Rushmore as well, but since she's leaving,
can't even show up for the show.
Yeah,
which I'm very upset about that, Hallie. I really was expecting to see you and Whitney here, but I guess I'll just have to do what you did to me and not see you at kickball. So that's what's going to have to happen. Right. But Lauren Martin.
Okay.
She's
Jeff's daughter. Who's that?
Jeff's a good man.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeff's a good man. Lauren Martin. She's a lot like Emma. They're just two great girls to get to see. Right now, one of my girls, Marissa Mercer.
Okay.
She's just been a pivotal point in our youth group, and she's on her way to MTSU. But I hope her younger sister, Michaela Mercer, can fill in those shoes, and I think she will. And then, the fourth one.
Does a guy crack the Mount Rushmore?
Jaden Rogers would have if he didn't go to Barry.
Okay.
He was big last year, but I'm expecting. I'm gonna. Let's see. You know what? I can't think of a fourth person right now. Let me get back to you at the end of the show.
We'll just put Jane Holcomb on there then.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like he's deserved it. He's continuing his athletic.
Yeah, that's
career.
why not Jaden Rogers. I meant Jaden Holcomb. Thank you. So. But yeah. So right now that's the top 4.
This is gonna where it's gonna get interesting. My Mount Rushmore for you.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore of kickball players
in
the league this year.
Okay, this year. Oh my goodness!
You get 4 players, 2 honorable mentions.
2 honorable mentions. Okay, top 4 right now. Goodness! Oh my gosh! What a question! Yeah, this is
the commissioner right here.
This is a good. Okay, so right now I gotta put David Iverson.
Okay, yeah, I would agree. He made one of the best plays.
He's probably
at Tropic Thunder. Yeah,
arguably the best arm in the league.
And arguably the second best third baseman in the league right now. So shout out to David Iverson about that too. Let's see, and then I got to put. Gosh, we've got a lot of good third basemen in the league. I got to put Blaze out there. Shout out to Blaze, Tropic Thunder.
He's up there with Dave on arms.
Yeah.
They both have some cannons.
Yeah. Well, don't forget about me now. Don't forget about me.
Anyway, keep going.
Whatever. That's why you're going to be not honorable.
Which is funny because leading the league in RBIs, you'd think I'd be on there.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. So I took care of Matt Cowles, Tropic Thunder. Man, I think I'm going to have to give it to Caden for Incrediballs, yeah.
Okay, and then he's out there with the cannons on.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not gonna put myself up there. I'm not. I don't think I'm worthy. Man, I'm gonna have to actually put right now for our team Amos Davenport.
He's had a good year.
Shout out to Amos Davenport.
And he's really came because he didn't play there last year.
Yeah, no, he came through. I think in the 4th week this season. He's just been great. And then I would put. Let's see. Kyle, your boy.
I would put, and then I would have to think about. Honestly, I don't know if there's a more consistent player than Ryan Rhodes.
I was about to say the same thing.
I was gonna put out. His
batting average is probably up there for the highest.
He's a heck of a bunter. I was torn between him and John Rhodes, but man, I mean, like we have so much great talent in our league that it's just hard to put just 4 people up there. Like
Ryan, because Ryan, I feel like I kick behind him and I feel like he's on base every time I come up.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot easier on me.
Yeah. And so this is just what kickball is all about. We just have a great teams, great players, and just a lot of fun. Just a lot of good competition.
Well, our game's on Sunday. Next week we'll be we'll be telling everybody how that goes. But Ryan, thanks for coming on. We will see if you're going to be on the Mount Rushmore of guests.
I guess it's going to depend on if we have some kickball fans, because that was a good kickball interview.
Yeah, that was. Shout out to all the people that have been on this show and who will never be on this show. Shout out to Gunner again.
Man.
But I hope to be on the Mount Rushmore.
And hopefully this will be
such
Texas.
an honor. Yeah, I'm going to do my best to get it out there because once you get Texas involved, man, it's just
everything's bigger then.
That's right. Bigger. So it's been a pleasure, guys. I really appreciate being on here with you.
Thanks again, Commish.
Yep, thanks,
Ryan.
Man, what an awesome interview
it was
with the Commish right there.
Yes, great interview with Ryan Jeff.
And once again, we want to definitely thank all of our viewers.
Yes.
The love was incredible.
Love the Croon Addicts.
What are we talking about next?
We are talking about the Mount Rushmore of guests. Y'all voted. You let your voice be heard, and Craig actually has the numbers of what place everybody got.
Now, first and second place was super tough.
Oh, it was a battle. Like they won.
One vote to separate them.
Okay, who I didn't see the final thing, but
let's just say it's the person that I predicted.
Jeff Martin.
Jeff Martin in the
LFA.
lead. Now, I got a little bit of backlash from Ruth because she was disappointed that I didn't go with her. I also loved Ruth's interview.
Okay.
Ruth was awesome. No hard feelings, Ruth, because you're right there behind him in second place.
Okay.
So those two decided by one vote. Then I believe it was 5 votes different down to the next person.
Who's that?
Take a guess. Who do you think it would be?
Maybe Dave?
Definitely Dave.
Dave, okay.
Dave got some love. The other two that were fighting for the 4th spot,
that was a battle,
didn't get
man.
a lot of love.
That was a battle, though.
They were down to 3 and 1 vote, so 4 combined votes.
Okay, but
them combined didn't even come close to reaching their other 3.
Okay, but who ended up coming up on top?
Hallie ended up edging. Now,
edging out Spinny. Okay.
I did notice, because I kind of kept up with it. You voted for Hallie originally. But you changed your vote.
No, I voted for Spinny originally.
It said Hallie. So I want to know why you changed your vote.
Well, I voted for Spinny because I was with Spinny, and then I went over to give Jeff, say happy birthday to him, because yesterday was his birthday. Shout out to Jeff.
I texted him.
And then Jeff's like, vote for me. It's a close battle. So I was like, Jeff, it's your birthday. I have to. So then I went with...
So you really didn't think Jeff was the best interview? You just did that for his birthday?
It was his birthday, and I wasn't going to vote, but I saw where you had voted, and I felt like I had to vote at that point. So
I feel like we needed to vote. But do you think, your bold prediction,
okay,
does Ryan crack Mount Rushmore next week? Be honest.
That's tough.
Be honest.
If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would say yes. I would say he cracked.
Okay, where do you put him in the standings?
It depends on how his following is. If he has a good,
because everything's bigger in Texas. If Texas come in and votes,
Texas comes big, it could be 1.
Oh, are you going to make that prediction?
I'm going to say it is 1. I'm going to say Ryan brings it. He has
the commish taking the 1 spot.
The commish takes the 1 spot next week.
Wow! You heard it here first. We already touched up on the kickball.
Yes. So.
We'll have our polls out. So if you're watching, make sure you vote. We had a ton of views, which is awesome, but we could definitely use the more votes. We want to make sure we're getting everybody's attention with that. We want to get everybody's feedback. So make sure after you watch this episode, we'll have a post out probably tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
So just make sure you give us a vote, and we'll definitely have the Mount Rushmore. And Dakota worked on something for us.
He did.
The actual Mount Rushmore with the pictures, right?
Yes. It's on the screen back
there. Check this out.
It is the Mount Rushmore.
I want to give Dakota a shout out.
Yes.
I mean, that right there.
Thank you for this being on the screen the whole time, Dakota. That's awesome. But good night, Craig.
Good night, Roon.
Good night, Facebook.
Good night, Croon. Man, that's good. I love that.